What's tea and ers and the day all over? That's right, everybody. It's Thursday, the day of the week with the most R's in it. And that means today is going to be a review. And we gotta get straight into it because today is a very busy day.
Hello everybody, Batpeg again for some more stuff, and today we're going to be fixing our wrongs. We're going to be righting our wrongs, everybody. So last week, as you all know, we reviewed the Thermo Flask water bottle, right? This one. And I was, watching this video and seeing people's reactions to it, and there were two people I spoke to that said, wow, influential review. Sorry, I'm trying to put on this hat and mirror. Also, can you see me? I'm down here. There were two people, in fact, there were two people that I spoke with that were like, I might get this water bottle now. This is a great one. You've influenced me. And then I thought, well, hold on a moment. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm influencing these people the wrong way? Because this because this review that I just did last week of the Thermo Flask, it really didn't tell the whole story. There are so many water bottles out there. There are so many. Um, and so, of course I can't cover everything in this video. So I figured I would focus on water bottles that are similar to this and similar to the Hydro Flask. What I mean by that is I'm trying to get as close to the same size as this water bottle, 40 ounces, as I can. I'm looking at double-walled stainless steel water bottles, which means that they're insulated with double-walled technology, which I'll explain in a moment. And I'm going to be going through pros and cons of all of them and trying to give a more in-depth explanation of what you should probably do. So yeah, and you might even see that some of the things I once said about the Thermo Flask aren't even true. There's only one thing. um, that being said, I still love my water bottle. But I guess you'll have to see which one you should get. So come along with me, why don't you, to Hydro Flask website, where it all begins. So I say it all begins not because it's the first one, but because it's the popular one. This is the poster child, right? Hydro Flask is the one, as I'm sure you know. It's very cute. This is what people who use Hydro Flask look like, which is to say, so awesome and so fashionable and having the cutest little water bottle, right? That's what we want. We want the cool aesthetic. We want everything. United we sip, everybody. USA. I love sipping. And they have these tumblers because they want to stay hip while other things are taking off. So basically, like, Hydro Flask was really popular, and then Stanley kind of came up, and Stanley has these kinds of cups, the tumblers, the Stanley cups. So then Hydro Flask made one too, and they have totes and they have some other stuff, but we're looking at bottles today. So yeah, the 40-ounce wide mouth with flex straw cap. There are other caps they also have. There is the 40-ounce wide mouth, and there's the chug cap like I was talking about last time. So let's look at the 40-ounce wide mouth. So, this is just like the standard water bottle, and you'll see that the price is $49.95. Let's try to remember that it's like $50. You can also get the straw. You can get like this bottle sling, and you can get this boot, all of which are pretty expensive. $7.95 for literally a boot made of silicone just rubs me the wrong way. You can definitely get one for cheaper on Amazon or anywhere else. And because the logo is so high up, and the normal boot also covers the Hydro Flask logo, you don't have to worry about the boot that you're buying third party accidentally covering up your logo like my Thermo Flask one does. So, that's nice. Oh, I totally forgot. We were going to talk about double-walled insulation. So, basically, it means there's a steel wall on the outside. That's what I'm touching right now. And then there's a vacuum and another steel wall. So there's a vacuum between these two steel walls, and this wall, the inside one, is where the water is kept. So there's like a bottle and then a vacuum around that and then a wall that you hold. And what that does is it means that the heat won't transfer from one layer of steel to the other layer of steel, which means that all of the cold stay inside your water bottle, or really all the heat don't get in. But yeah, so they're double walled and triple walled. Triple walled just means that they're 3 layers of steel with 2 vacuums. Um, as far as I can tell, it doesn't make that much of a difference. So these are all pretty much double walled, triple walled, but they really, I mean, the difference is negligible. That's not, it shouldn't be the deciding factor when you're buying any of these. So yeah, here's a hydro flask. Something that's cool is that you can customize it and engrave it. So if you look at customize, it'll take you to the My Hydro page. We can pick 40 ounce, and then you can pick the color for your bottle. There are tons of colors, and there are cute ones like Camellia. That's my girlfriend's name. Maybe I do like Hydro Flask, but you can get like a different color for the cap. We can really mix and match. You can get the wide mouth flex sip. That means it's like a like a coffee cup where you can like sip from it instead of whatever. Yeah, and then you can get the straw or the chug cap. If you do get the chug cap, the chug is always black, which means that customization kind of sucks and is ugly. Also, this chug cap comes straight off, and that's not something that I personally like. I like it when the chug cap is attached, like this, if you can see me down in the corner, and it's attached right here. The Hydro Flask, it's not attached. So, yeah, I don't like that because you could lose it or whatever. But then you can also get a strap, the different color. Whoa, that's crazy that you can customize the color of the strap. This thing, that's insane. And then you can pick a color for the boot. And it seems as though if you buy their official boot, it says Hydro Flask on the front. Which is whatever, who cares? But then you can engrave it, which is pretty cool. You can get text or you can get a graphic out of all of their graphics that they have for you. Like, let's go camping. Oh, okay. And then, like, subscribe to Batpeg. Wow, and now that's on my water bottle. So that's the Hydro Flask. And if you customize it, it's going to be 61 bucks. I think that's because I added the boot, though. Like, I added the boot and I added the chug cap. So there are things that are increasing the price of this, but it's like a $50 water bottle. And you're getting this water bottle. And then there are the other caps, but I don't think they're that great. And people have problems with straw caps all the time. So next, let's look at the Thermo Flask. So the Thermo Flask is what I have. It's like a budget competitor to Hydro Flask, but luckily for budget competitors, the things that make the Hydro Flask so effective in keeping drinks cold, the actual technology, is quite cheap because it just means that you have to have 2 layers of steel with a vacuum between them. There's no like expensive technology, so the reason Hydro Flasks cost so much are that they're charging a premium. So why don't we look at the shop? Here's something interesting. This pet bottle. We'll get back to it later, but a lot of water bottle brands are starting to sell these like dog bowls, and they just sell like a giant metal dog bowl, and like it'll keep their water cold, but I don't even know if my pet likes that. I don't know if they want it really cold, and how cold is it actually keeping it when there's no seal on the top? It seems like it just wouldn't be very effective if you ask me. I personally don't know. But what's so cool about this pet bottle, sorry I said we were talking about it later, we're definitely talking about it right now, is that this is your water bottle too. You drink from here, and then you screw off the bottom, and it comes off, and then you can pour water in there for your dog. So let's say you're out hiking or whatever, then you drink from here, you pour some in there, and your dog drinks from it. This is a 32-ounce bottle, so it's not really what we're talking about right now, but, you know, if you're looking for a water bottle that's roughly this size and you have a dog or even a cat that you take out with you, this is pretty cool. I don't know that it's the most effective way to do this, but it is quite cool. So for water bottles, let's go to Insulated. So for the insulated bottles, you can see that they have the 40-ounce bottles, and they come in a 2-pack. So this 2-pack is $42.99. Everybody, do you remember what price the Hydro Flask was? $49.95. I mean, so I just, I think it's nice that they're charging so little. But let's look at the 40-ounce bottles. They have the straw lid, the chug lid, and then the spout lid, which is like, here, let's take a look. Let's take a look. So here is the chug lid, right? This is the one that I have. This is the one I really like. It's this bottle, and it has this kind of lid. It's just a solid piece of plastic. You could attach it to a carabiner. You can carry it around like this. When you carry it around like this, you can kind of swing it. It's quite fun. I really like it. They've got some cute colors right now as well. If you buy the single, you can get the strawberry or the sky colors. I don't know why the water bottle stays on your screen. Such a weird website. But yeah, and then if we look at the spout lid, they're like this. So it's basically the same kind of opening, but as you can see, the this part that I'm holding, hold on, let me make my camera a wee bit bigger. This part that I'm holding right here is firm on the chug lid, but the spout lid, it's not firm. You can see it'll swing back and forth. So it really is up to preference. You can get whichever you like, but it does seem that they come in different colors depending on what you get. That can't be true. Let's go to customize and make sure. So let's customize a 40-ounce bottle. Oh, customize, my bad. Okay, so when we're customizing, I don't want to start the tour. These are the only two colors if you're getting a chug cap. That's so interesting. I wonder why that's the case, because I got this bottle and it's white. So maybe there is a way to get a different color, but why can I not find it? Let's take a peek. Maybe they really don't have that many. If we look at 40 ounces, if you get the 2-pack, there are more colors. So you can get blue and purple on the straw lid, and then white and green with the straw lid. This is so interesting. The color seems so limited. And then if I shop more, let's look at lids. So it seems that all these lids only come in one color. They come in the gray color for the rubber thing. But that's so interesting. That's so interesting. Okay, so it's extraordinarily limited colors when you go thermoflask, but let's be so honest with ourselves, guys. This is freaking cute. And so you can engrave your own design. So if you do this, you can upload an image and engrave whatever you want into it. So it has seemingly, I haven't done it, so I can't tell. It has seemingly better customization than the Hydro Flask does, at literally like half the price. So that's pretty crazy. Let's move on to the next one. Hold on, I'm going to close this. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one is the Owala Free Sip. This water bottle took off. It was really big because it's cute. This is one of the best inventions, 2023. It really took off. So this is the water bottle that took off after the Stanley. And what's so interesting about it is its cap. So you can take this off and press the button. It flips up. And then I'll show you inside the Triton view, there's a straw that goes all the way down, right? So there's a straw that goes all the way down. And how this works, basically, let me see if there's a picture somewhere. Yeah, there's a picture right here. I don't know if you can see, but there's like an opening where you can drink normally from just like tilting it back. But there's also a smaller hole on the lip. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a smaller hole on the lip here. It's easier to see on this picture. That one is the straw. So you open it and you can sip. It has the built-in straw. And if that's something you want, then, that's quite nice. But they have the 40 ounces size. They've got a bunch of different colors, and these colors aren't like, they're not like standard really, except for the black and the white, but they are very hip and cute. man, the yellow's sold out. Everybody loves lemon. But yeah, so this is like another water bottle that's got its own little niche. It does have a price of $37.99. So, you know, if that's what you're into, then that's what you're into. And let's take a look and see if they have a boot. Guys, why does full screen make everything go weird? We're going to go accessories. We're going to go bottle boot. Owala website also is slow. I can't explain it. So bottle boot, yeah, I mean, you have to buy it separately. It's $7, which kind of isn't the coolest, but they do have a boot. Oh, something I totally forgot to tell you guys. The thermoflask boot, it doesn't cover up the thermoflask. This was totally my bad when I was reviewing the thermoflask before, but if we look at accessories, shop all. If we look at I wanted to shop all accessories. Where's the boot? Here it is. Okay, well, this is what it looks like essentially. I know this is on a 64 ounce. Dude, where's the boot? I'm losing it. Well, the point is, the boot doesn't cover where it says Thermoflask if you get an official one from Thermoflask, which is crazy. I didn't understand that at all. Can you not buy a boot separately? That's why I can't find it. You can't buy a boot? They have boots. They don't cover the thing, but you can't buy it separately? Okay, so here's my understanding. Thermoflask is a great value. It's my favorite water bottle. It is so difficult to navigate their little website for no reason. Whatever, point is, there is a boot for thermoflasks. It doesn't actually cover the words like I said it did. It goes like to below the words. It would go to, if you see my mouse, like about here. So, you know, thermoflask on top, IMO, because hydroflask is like $50. They have way more colors. Thermoflask has 2 colors if you want to get this lid, a few other colors if you want to get a different lid. You can always buy a lid to go with it, but you're getting basically the same water bottle for half the price. The Owala water bottle, like we were just going over, is it has carved out a niche for itself in being really cute and in having the cool sip, but it is a little bit more expensive. Let's continue on. Hopefully things will be smoother sailing from here. I went to the Stanley homepage here for this one because they have an Olivia Rodrigo deal, and I think that kind of describes the point of this brand. So, you know, they're coming into this market that's already really saturated with like Hydro Flask and things, and then they made their Stanley Cup and they had their moment in the limelight, and then people stopped caring and went to Owala. So how do they get people back? Olivia Rodrigo. And let me tell you, that's pretty cool. They got all these lilac faves. So these are like Olivia Rodrigo because they're lilac. And they got so many of these. Here's their 40-ounce quencher, but that's like a tumbler, so that's not really what I'm reviewing today. And here's like a cross bottle, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of a weird bottle for them to have, but you know, you get the vibes of what Stanley is. This is their closest bottle to comparing with these. It's like a bucket. It's like a bucket, dude. This is 40 ounces. I looked back and forth to make sure I wasn't wrong about the size. But like, it's 40 ounces. Look at this guy holding this thing. Look at him hold it. This looks like a beast. It's like insane what he's holding. It's the same amount of water as my water bottle. So I don't know what Stanley's on, but they're out of the running. Forget about Stanley, okay, everybody? We're done with Stanley. They have Olivia Rodrigo stuff, and if you want to get the like tumblers, then by all means, but I'm not talking about tumblers. So next, let's go to Yeti. Yeti has, in my opinion, it has the air of like being the good one. So like there's Hydro Flask, which is popular, there's Thermo Flask, which is budget, and Yeti is supposed to be like the good one. That's at least the way that I understand it. They don't have a 40 ounce, they have a 36 and a 46. So it's whichever direction you want to go. I would go probably slightly higher than slightly lower. But it's really up to up to personal preference, and they have a bunch of seasonal colors that are really cute. They do have great colors, and then they have their core colors, which they always have. And these colors are great as well. You can also customize this and engrave it. Yeah, I mean, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. Let's give it a quick customize and see what's up. So you can upload your design just as you can on the Thermoflask website, which is pretty cool. But Yeti, it just seems like a really solid water bottle. And it comes in at $55 for 46 ounces. Let's see what it comes in at for the 36. I'm gonna filter by size. What does the 36 cost? The 36 is $50. So this is slightly less water in your bottle for like the same price as the Hydro Flask. And then there are different lids as well, right? So you can get the theirs is cool. So they have a chug cap like Thermoflask does, or more like Hydro Flask does, where it screws off entirely, but it's magnetic and it sticks to the side. Like it's just like this, and then you stick it to the side, which is just like, it's just like why? It's just like why? This is a $13 bottle cap. And my worry is that you're gonna have it, you're gonna put it on the side like right here, and it's gonna sit there, and then you're gonna knock it and it's gonna fall off. So this just feels like it's a really expensive thing to do. And it doesn't really solve a problem or help at all. It just like kind of is just like cute. But then they also have, their chug cap is the same price. What? So their chug cap is the same as Hydro Flask, where you take it off and it's just like this in the middle and it's a separate cap. Okay, well that's a lot of money. And then for $30, you can get this cap that has a little cup on it, which is pretty cute. I like it. Maybe this is something you're interested in, right? Maybe you want to spend $30 for the cup. I did not realize it was $30. When I was trying to like figure this out, I was like, this one's probably one of the ones that'll stay in the running because of the fact that it has this this bottle or this cup cap. Like that's something that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. But I suppose it's actually not cool. I suppose it's actually insane. Let's look at accessories. Do they have a boot, everybody? Let's take a peek. I'm not seeing a boot yet. Is anybody else? There's a landing pad that goes inside. Okay, don't know what that is. I'm not seeing a boot, everybody. I'm not seeing a boot. Guys, I really didn't expect this. I'm giving the Yeti an instant fail. It's too expensive. It doesn't have as many colors as Hydro Flask, and it's less effective. I mean, it's not less effective, but they have the chug cap if you want to be able to fully remove it. And then they have the other cap that functions like the one that I have. And that one just like sticks on the outside with a magnet, which is just less secure. I don't understand why they wouldn't just sell the magnet one and then one that works like the one that I have where it stays on like physically. Those seem like the two most reasonable things to do to me, but I don't know. So next is Tequila. Tequila is also a really good deal. We're talking $22.49, okay? And there's blush, there's citron green, that's hideous. A lot of these are very ugly. But you do get a 40-ounce double stainless steel insulation water bottle, right? So, this is very simple. It has this kind of lid, which is like the spout cap from Hydro Flask, and this one really, it shows you how it works. So this tag will move, the cap will move, and like that, yeah. So, I mean, wow, this just seems like such a good deal. I'm failing to see what's wrong with this. It comes with a boot, too. Like, the boot's already on there. That's insane. So what is the downside? That is crazy. I'm so lost. This just seems like the best one. Product comparison. Oh, this is between their other ones. Frequently asked questions. Like, what? This is insane. This just seems like such a good deal. And they have so many cute colors. Maybe you don't want to be the guy with the tequila water bottle. I've seen bright yellow too. This isn't even all the colors that they've ever had. I bet if you look on Amazon, you can probably find this water bottle in a bunch more colors. But that's kind of crazy. And I guess the downside is that, you know, this is the only kind of lid you can get. That's so interesting. Yeah, they really only have like one kind of lid. But it comes with the boot. It's cheap. I mean, this is just like a deal. I didn't come into this expecting tequila to do so well, but there's like a 50% chance that this cuts away in like half a second and it starts talking about how tequila is like terrible and you shouldn't buy the water bottle. So stay tuned, but you know, like as far as I can see, it's pretty awesome, right?
Hey guys, so the problem with it was that the only cheap one was the blue one. It was on clearance, I assume, and that's why it was so cheap. But if you just like if you go back in the video a little bit, the only one that was really cheap was the blue one, and the blue one sold out. So I assume it was just a clearance deal. It's not that cheap. It's like the same thing as a thermo flask, but it comes with a boot. But it's like way more expensive than a thermo flask and has a few more colors, I guess. So I don't know.
Anyways, let's move to the coldest water bottle. This is the one that I was complaining about. It doesn't have a boot. There's like this weird band on the bottom. Here, I'm gonna go to the yellow one so you can see it. Because why do they make Moonlander their top color? I guess it's $35. Well, they're all $35. I don't get it. This water bottle is bunk. It's impossible to clean. Well, this is the straw cap because when I was looking through their website, I actually straight up couldn't find the cap that I have. But I did find this one, the wide mouth chug lid. So they do have a chug cap that looks like it works the same as the one that I have here. But it's also, it looks like it's from like, I don't know, it's disgusting. Why is it all rigid when the water bottle isn't at all? I don't know. It's just, it's $35, so it's not that expensive, but they don't have a boot. And frankly, I mean, just like get a different water bottle. The coldest water bottle is not the best. It's the loudest water bottle. It like this branding is insane, and it's not even probably the coldest. I think the Yeti is probably marginally the coldest, but I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, they have these chug caps, and they're gross. Look at these. I mean, they're just bad. Why would you do this? Oh, never mind. Protein powder blender. So awesome. Guys, just get one of those spring balls and toss it in. Am I dumb? Why would you ever want this thing? I was able to purchase this. This person spelled E with a 3. Jacqueline A does not look like the kind of person to be doing that. Is this a real lid? Oh my gosh. It is so ugly. The bottle, the lid, this is unbelievable. Chugga. Love it. Wanted black, but it wasn't available. Just wait, dude. It'll come back probably, right? Wait, is it sold out or not available? They don't have a black one. This is insane. The coldest water bottle is an unbelievable fail. They have fallen from grace. And yeah, I mean, if you look here, they do have the insulated loop cap like I have, but I think you have to buy it separately. Might be wrong, but even if you do have to, it's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. They have a bottle opener keychain for beer. It's just dumb. There's just not a good reason to buy this water bottle. It's funny that they sell this kind of tool right here, the one I'm pointing at, because if you go back to the coldest water bottle review, you'll know I tried using that tool and it won't clean out the dirt. It's just, I mean, it's clean to drink from, but it just looks nasty. It's just, what a fail. Anyways, we're moving on to Swell. Swell is another, it's another brand that's more focused on their image than than the quality, which I guess is all of these, because like except for Takia and Thermoflask, which are like the budget ones, all of these water bottles are like they're supposed to just be posh, but they're all the same thing. And they have like they're two kinds of bottles that they have 40 ounces. Well, they probably have a 40-ounce tumbler. But their two they have are travelers and roamers, okay? I think I have links open to both of them. Yeah, I do. So this is or explorer, sorry. The explorer and the roamer. So the explorer, they say, is contoured to fit your hand better so that it's comfier while you're exploring. Correct me if I'm wrong, that's a water bottle. And the roamer is supposed to be for sharing when you're out together. This is also just a water bottle. This is 40 ounces, and this is 40 ounces. This one's $55 and this one's $50. I don't understand. I don't understand the price. Thermoswell technology. Their Thermoswell technology is 2 layers of stainless steel, which is the same as what Takia is using for $22. Built-in handle. Flip straw lid. Like, this is unique and cool. I mean, I just don't know. Maybe Takia is made out of worse materials. Who knows? I'll get back to you on that like 2 minutes ago. But yeah, it's just like, why would you get these? They're just so... Look, oh, teak wood color. You can get teak wood color in case you wanted your water bottle to be tacky. Wow. Wow. 1 star, appalling customer service. You know what? I'm not going to pay attention to that. That's probably just one bad case. There are only 6 reviews. And why would you review something unless you had a bad experience on their website? So the reviews probably aren't all that valid to look at. But yeah. So that one's a big fail. Don't buy a Swell. Next is Contigo. So Contigo I always knew as like a cooler brand. Like they make the big coolers, you know? So I looked it up, and they do indeed make a water bottle that is stainless steel, the same as all the other ones. It's double walled, and it's got a little sippy. Look at it. You can sip from there. I like that. I think that's cute. So yeah, I mean, where to buy? You can't even buy it on their website, but from Target it's $21. That's pretty good, right? I mean, it's hideous. I wouldn't want this water bottle, and I don't particularly love the cap. I would rather have a chug cap like I use, because like the spout is bigger. So here, let me see if there's a picture. Yeah, so right here, if you see here, there's like oh, you can't see it. It was behind my mouse. It was behind me. But like right here, you see where the top left corner is pointing right there? That is like the little spout, right? But then if you look at mine, there's like a much bigger spout, so I can sip. I don't know, I just like that a little bit better. It's all personal preference. So this seems like another good one, just because the price is quite low, but it doesn't have cute colors, and it's ugly. So, you know, that's a reason not to get it. Here's the Coleman one. Coleman is like the exact same thing as what we just looked at, but it's way more expensive. Don't get this. This one is the Camelback. So the Camelback is, it's cool looking actually. I kind of like how this looks. So it's like nice, you know. It has a chug cap. Yeah, it's a magnetic top. So it's the same thing as what Yeti does. And then you can buy it separately if you lose it or whatever. But, you know, this is just like, it's the same thing as the Yeti bottle. It's $40. I can't see a reason to get this one. Maybe if you like how it looks. It does look, it has a kind of a cool look to it. So we'll keep it around. But that's so expensive to get a Camelback that only comes in like black essentially. No, it's out of the running. You can also get this pack cap, which is pretty cool. For $12, you can get like a snackies kind of thing where you like put some little guys in there and then you munch on them later. Which is like cool for hiking, but frankly, just like it's dumb. You can't put enough in there for it to be worth it. Next is Clean Canteen. They have the straw lid and they have The chug cap lid. The chug cap, as you can see, is attached by this plastic string, kind of like this. So, yeah, I mean, oh, and it clips onto the metal thing so it won't hit your face. That's very tactile, very simple. And that would make you think that it's not $44.95. So I'm gonna say that this one is out of the running. Also, there is no boot. There haven't been boots for the ones that I haven't brought up boots for. Uh, and then this one's the mirror. The mirror. I want to say mirror because it's M and then two lowercase i's and then R, like Miar or Mir. Um, they make it sound so cool when they say vacuum insulated bottle, but they're all vacuum insulated. So let's look at the wide mouth, which is the one that has the closest to 40 ounces. It's 32. This is a generally pretty cool looking water bottle. If that's what you're into, then you could get it. And they do have a boot. So that's nice. But it's like 40 bucks. I don't know. I personally wouldn't get it. Maybe you will. I'm going to take it out of my running personally, but I do understand wanting to get this one because it looks quite unique. Yeah, and then they do have their silicone boots. They also have this growler boot, which is pretty funny. So this is like a worse version of the thermo flask cup we were looking at earlier. So this boot goes only on their giant freaking 64-ounce water bottle. It only goes on that one, and when it goes on that one, it like you can take it off and treat it like it's a dog bowl for water. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, I would never buy from them personally. I just don't see the need. Next, we're going to be looking at the Under Armour brand, and Under Armour does not have anything that is the right size. The only thing it has that's like close is this Playmaker Junior jug, which is the same weird thing as the Stanley, where it's just like a bucket. Like, why am I drinking from a bucket? That being said, I did have like the 64-ounce one when I was in soccer, but it didn't keep things particularly cold, except for the fact that it was like an obscene amount of ice that you could put in there. So it really wasn't the water bottle doing it. It was just the fact that it was a 64-ounce bottle. So this is the closest we're going to get, is this 24-ounce one. For that reason, it's not really something that is worth reviewing in this. But you can see that it's like, they don't show a picture of the cap flipped up. That's so whack. Why would they do that to me? Well, the point is, it's small. It's $35 despite being small. It's just not a good deal. If you really love Under Armour or you're like a brand ambassador, I can see you using it. But like, I don't get it. This one is called Corksicle. Corksicle is a brand I've never heard of, but they make some funky looking colors, and the shape of their water bottle is cute. That being said, it's $44.95, and they do not sell boots. That's a bad one. Next, we're going to be talking, and actually finally, we're going to be talking about water bottles made by Brita, the company Brita. You may know Brita from their filters. And this water bottle, what's so interesting about it is that it filters for you. So you see there are these little filters in there, and it comes with one filter in there, and you sip. It's a straw. So that is pretty cool. They say drink like you care, right? Drink like you care, which is a really smart slogan, I think, because it's like, man, maybe I do care about my contaminants. But if you look here, it says the contaminants reduced are chlorine for taste and odor, and then class 4 or class 6 particulates. That's big. So the way that these classes work, as far as I can tell, is that like the higher the class, the larger the particulates. So the fact that they're only removing class 6 particulates means that this water filter isn't particularly good. Like, it's not doing that much. And if you look at the reviews, of course they're bad, because, you know, why would you review this? But like, people talk about how the lid broke all over this thing. And they say they need to sell replacement parts because they don't. They only will sell you the filters. You can't buy a new lid for this water bottle. So, you know, the Brita, it's the filter job that this is doing. I can't speak on actually like water filters. I don't know enough about them to really say anything. But this water bottle, it's just not filtering out anything that's going to make an impactful difference in your health, unless you're drinking like insanely bad. Well, no, even then it probably wouldn't save you. So let's move on to the next. This is a new brand from Brita called LARQ or Lark. I don't know which one it is, but I'm gonna call it Lark. This is the Lark bottle Pure Viz, and if you look at it, this is a 25-ounce water bottle for $118. Now, I know that 25 ounces is not what I said I would be reviewing, but I had to talk about this water bottle because it's frankly insane. And every video that I look at online says that this is a really good water bottle and it's definitely worth the purchase and you should get it. This water bottle has no boot purchasable, which is already a bad thing, but what increases the cost so high is the Pure Viz part. So what Pure Viz means is that it is the only self-cleaning water bottle. What does self-cleaning mean? It's a UV light. It shoots UV light at everything. Like, you know how there used to be those dental pods where it was like, put your retainer in here and it shoots it shoots UV light at it and that'll totally kill all the bacteria. That's in your water bottle. And they're like, guys, this will get rid of this will eliminate up to 99% of biocontaminants such as E. coli from your water and bottle. Who is drinking E. coli in their water bottle? Am I the crazy one here? Like, when I'm drinking my water, I don't need to shoot UV light at it. This isn't a problem I've ever had before, and I'm certainly not going to be fixing it with a $118 water bottle that is 25 ounces big. And then you can personalize it where you say, subscribe to... Oh, nope, only 10 characters. What? Batpeg, bought... Nope, can't write bottle, just Batpeg. This is Batpeg's disgusting $118 bottle. Next, we're going to the Lark bottle Twist Top. This is the same bottle, except for that there's no Pure Viz on it, and it's $39.95. It's still way overpriced. Next, we have the Flip Top. The Flip Top is a straw. $49.95. This one is the bottle Swig Top. You can see you can take a swig out of it. You can take a swig right out of it. You can see here's the cap. Oh wait, can you see it? I just tried to move in real life to move the... Okay, you can see like here's the swig part. It's capped, and then here's the swig part when it's open. That's pretty cute. I do like it. It's like a nice drinking space, but it is $49.95 for a 34-ounce bottle. So this one's actually bigger. The Lark bottle Swig Top, that one's very, very slightly bigger. So I'm going to put myself back down here. And we're going to move on. So next I'm going to talk about the filtered cap. So because this is a Brita company, they also have a filter. And it does also, it removes some particulate matter and removes lead and chlorine, but it's not in a meaningful way as far as I can tell. And you might think, oh, this is so nice, but it is only for the straw because it needs something to latch onto to get it deep into the water bottle. It's only for straw caps. And you want to hear something even stupider? It won't work with the Swig bottle. The Swig bottle, they made 34 ounces and 23 ounces, which means that these are entirely different molds. They're different bottles, and nothing works on them. If you scroll down, it says complete your bottle Swig Top, and it says filter straw. You can't use the filter straw in this. It won't go in there. According to this website, I read that the straw won't go in, and the bottle filtered cap won't go in. So that's just unfathomable to me. Then you can just get it with the filter cap already in it. And then you can get it either insulated or not insulated. You might see, what? This non-insulated one has a rubber boot. That's right. Maybe I can just get this boot and put it on the other one. Because if you look, right, like look at the bottom of this bottle. If I switch between these two, it looks like one of them's bigger because it has a boot on it. So I tried to figure it out. Hey, can I put the boot on there? Maybe? No, you can't. This boot is only for the one with no insulation, which means that they have a single walled, which means it's just a bottle that doesn't hold the cold or the heat very well. And then there's the one that's actually it does. It's the dude, what is happening in my brain? I'm just so flabbergasted by this water bottle. I just hate it so much. Why would they do this? And there's so many videos of influencers, and they're not even influencers. Like if you look up Lark water bottle on YouTube, there's so many YouTube shorts where it's just like some pretty lady holding the water bottle and being like, this kills all the bacteria up to 99% of E. coli in my water bottle, so you have to buy it now. And it's like, dude, this water bottle sucks. The one that insulates the cold can't even have a boot, even though they make a boot, because it doesn't fit. Then they have this bottle sling, which is just like a rubber tie that ties around it. I don't know. That's just weird to me. And then they have the traditional sleeve in medium and large. Medium is the size that fits. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, yeah, no. So large is the one that fits all the bottles that we've been talking about so far. But like, why? And then the sleeve we talked about, it doesn't work for these. Then there's the Pure Viz, which is just the blue light bottle for $118 if it's 25 ounces. It's just so dumb. And then there's the Active Loop, where they sell you a carabiner, a Lark branded carabiner for, oh, what's that? $18. They'll sell you a rubber thing with a carabiner on it. This is just unbelievable. This one really kills me. So let's recap. We got the Hydro Flask, which actually, full stop, wasn't expecting this to be on top. But the Hydro Flask has a lot of colors. If you want to get the Hydro Flask, you should. Then there's a Thermo Flask, also very cheap, $24.99. Then there's the Awala. This is interesting because of the specific lid that it has. The Thermo Flask is so awesome, man. And then we got the Tequila. What happened here for it to be $40? Did something change in my head? I feel like I'm having a moment. The 40-ounce bottle is $40. What was I saying before? What? I think I was losing my mind. This is a $40 water bottle. This is not a budget option. This one's half the price. Okay, wait, let's this one has like the boot. What? What happened to me earlier? Was I like having a moment? Like, what is happening? This water bottle's $40. Guys, get the Thermo Flask. The Tequila's out of the running. What happened? And then there's the Contigo. So here's my take. My number one, Thermo Flask. It's cute. It's cheap. You can put a boot on it, I'm pretty sure. Although it's not appearing in the Dude, where did the boot go? All products, 40 ounces. This is insane. This is a 2-pack, and it doesn't come with boots. This one's a 2-pack, and it does come with boots. And then, what do they call their boot? Let's see. What do they call their boot? Silicone bumper. So let's look up bumper on their website, because this is going to be the final determinant. I looked up bumper and it's showing me like things that aren't it. This doesn't even come with them on it. Guys, I'm going to be honest. The 24-ounce does come with it. What? Here's my review. It's all come back. If you want to get the 40-ounce bottle with a boot, which I highly recommend, I guess you should try to get a 2-pack? Question mark? This doesn't make sense. Let's just go back to the beginning, everybody. What's happening? This is a $24.99 water bottle. This one rules. I would get it. It's cheap, it's cute, it's great. If you need more colors, maybe you can consider the Hydro Flask. If you want the sip, maybe you can consider the Owala. And if you really don't care, the Contigo one's pretty cheap, but it's only 32 ounces. So, wait, it's only 32 ounces. This is a terrible deal. I can't handle this. TLDR. 40-ounce wide mouth for Hydro Flask has a bunch of colors. The Owala Free Sip is cute, and it has a straw that's built in. And if that really, like, tickles your fancy, then maybe you should get it. But the 40-ounce bottle with chug lid, you just, what a deal. What a deal, everybody. What a deal. Here's mine. I love this thing. I got a boot. Maybe I can find a boot that doesn't go so high on like Amazon, and it'll be like the same freaking, it'll be a cheaper, and because I just bought it from some third party, and you know, if you can make it not touch the T of thermo, then congrats. If you can't, I don't care personally, but if that's a real deal breaker, then I don't know, man. Just like figure it out. But basically, after all of our hard work, the thermo flask is the best. So this is almost frustrating, because I did this whole video thinking, uh-oh, I gotta make sure that I inform the people, and make it so that they don't buy this water bottle because I told them that I like it when I don't even know anything about other water bottles. And now that I'm done, it's the best water bottle. If you're in the market to buy a water bottle, everybody comment below, Batpeg and fellow Penguins, I'm looking to buy a water bottle. And if you are not in the market, then just comment below what your favorite is. Of all the water bottles today, comment below what your favorite is. If you are in the market, then you can type it down below, and maybe two of you will find that you're both in the market, and you can have fun together being the same. Or you could even get the double pack of thermo flasks, because like special savings 2-packs, you know, if you look at the 40-ounce bottles, this one is $43.99 for 2 bottles. This one is $42.99 for some less cute bottles. You know, like there's many savings to be had. Oh gosh, I didn't move my face out of the way, and I've been looking at the website. Basically what I was saying is, like, this is a deal down at the bottom, and then this is another deal to the left, like to the left of my face right now. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Sorry it was so scuffed. But I hope that you're informed now, because that's what matters. The video quality, who's to say what quality a video is? But if you want to learn about water bottles, you've done it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Like, subscribe to all the good stuff, and yes, good.
Hey guys, it's the next morning, and oh, my fan is on. Sorry, I'm making so much noise, everybody. It's the next morning, and I figured that I would try to figure out all the stuff with the water bottles that I was confused about yesterday. So I went onto Amazon, and it turns out that there are a couple more thermoflask colors that you can get if you search for thermoflask 40 ounces on Amazon. So I'm looking at a 2-pack of thermoflasks that do not come with boots, with chug caps for $31 and $35 respectively, and both of them have pretty cute colors. And then I also went to the Takea page for the 40 ounces bottle. And on that, some of the colors are cheap. They have a lot more colors than they did on the website, and some of them are pretty cheap. There's like this really cute pink one that's 27 bucks. So you know, if that matters a lot to you, then that's a good deal. And also, I could not find, at least in my initial search, a boot that fits thermoflask bottles. So if the boot is something that you really care about, and it really just it helps when you drop it, and it helps the bottle sit still. But it doesn't change, like you don't need the boot to make it so there's no water ring underneath your water bottle. Because it's double walled, it's not going to have that regardless. So yeah, I think if you really want a boot, maybe you look into Takia or Takea. Honestly, they've got a lot of really cute colors, and maybe they'll have the one that you like on sale for 40 ounces. But otherwise, I would definitely just recommend getting a thermoflask because it's so cheap. And if you really need a cute color, then you could go with Hydro Flask. And if you want the sippy straw, then you can go with Owala. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this video now. Again, like, subscribe to all the great stuff, and yes, goodbye.